Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Space Engineers Permanent Survival. I am Psy Prime and things are turbulent right now. We have uranium and iron production being nicely handled by his inventory manager right there. I've not been able to find a solution for this thing. The inventory list for the auto crafting screen is not fully updating. We're going to have a little look later on, see if there's any more updates on that. My PC has been a little unstable over the last week. I had to basically abandon the Star Citizen race on the Saturday, which probably wasn't a bad thing because the whole thing got scuppered anyway. But we've had some stability issues. So I've spent the last week basically sorting that out, and this recording will be the proof of whether it's stable or not. If we can get through this whole recording, I think we can call it stable. This episode, we need to weld all of this up, and we need to start looking at how we can put a downstairs on this thing while all this is going on. Not easy. But yeah, first things first, let's get some steel plate produced. Okay, so we're going to produce a lot of steel plate. Yep, good. Is his inventory manager still managing this? This is good. It's like recognizing that we need that, so it's putting it to the front, even though it's not on this list. So that's something. I just don't know why it's not appearing on here. It's kind of like it knows it's there, but it doesn't want to put it up. Yeah, anyway, never mind. So, right, I'm going to weld all of this up, and then I'll come back to you. Okay, so I've only got this far before I realised how slow this is at producing steel plate right now. So what we're going to have to do is put some upgrade modules on our assembler. I think that's going to be quite important. This seems quite slow. I don't think we're going to be able to upgrade all 4 modules right away, but we can get at least 2 or 3 of these on. So speed module. Luckily the speed module doesn't require a lot. So we're going to just find our access point, queue up a bunch of these. Come on. Have we not got computers or anything going on there? Of course, yeah, because of that. Put them to production. We'll paint all this later. Right, we need another one of these, so speed module. Put 1, 2 more of them on, because we know we can get at least 3 of these, so I'm just going to have to juggle these around a bit, because steel plate sits at the front of the queue for some reason. Take these off, so we'll produce them at the end anyway. We're just going to plow through that, get our modules, and then off we go. Right, so let's see, where can I put this next one? I need to get up there somehow. Right, there's room for one down the back there. Come on. Right, that's the second one. And then we can get a third one on. The bottom one we'll have to figure out from underneath at some point. Which means we need the downstairs fixed first. We have to do a little trip around here just to get the materials for that.
Energy low.
Just listen to our computer. There we go. And we got all the materials. So this should speed up steel plate production quite... What? Oh yeah. Of course. There we go. Right, that'll speed up the steel plate production quite a lot. Oh yeah. That is so much faster. Nice one. Right, okay, so now I can finish off these and then come back to you again. And we're back with everything, well, everything I can reach welded up, and I've done a little bit of painting in certain areas like this just to tidy things up. I've also had a little look at the auto crafting instructions, and there's a few things that we can actually do. So what I'm going to try actually on the assembler, so where's my assembler? I'm going to put the flag, the many. I think that's the one I need to do. It's capital M. Somebody mentioned this. I've just looked up in a bit more detail as to what this actually does. And that should allow me to go into that assembler. Let's just have a look. Production. Kill all this on the list. And put a few items in. Just one of each thing. Let's see what happens. I may have missed something. We might have to actually put a flag on this script as well. There should be a no BP thing in here for no blueprint. Normally that's used for things that are like modded items that you don't normally find, where it doesn't know the blueprint for it, but you can tell it to learn it. However, it seems to be treating a lot of normal items as kind of like no blueprint items. No, I don't see it. There is no comment section on this particular script in the workshop, so I think this is broken. Okay, right, never mind. We're just using it for the ore stuff anyway, so I don't think we need to worry about it. Right, assembler. Let's turn off this flag. Doesn't seem to want to do anything. It's working for those items, but it's not doing anything else. Right, let's get our stuff producing again. So we're going to need at least a couple of thousand of those, and it's put all those things back on again. Interesting. Right, what else are we going to need? We don't need motors or anything yet. Right, so somehow at the moment the spiders don't seem to be bothering us, but we're going to need to put downstairs on here. So I think what we're going to have to do is take a stack load of this stuff into my inventory. We've got a lot of steel plate here, so I'm going to have to take the ship. What's our status? Hydrogen. I can, yeah, it's nearly full. I can just do a little stockpile. There we go. Power's fine for now. Right. And we're just going to have to use building mode here to do what I need to do. So, okay. It's been a little while since I've flown this thing. So let's turn our thrusters on. Unlock. Little freeze. I've still got my auto saves on like 5-minute intervals, so that's still going to be a thing. Right, what we need to do, we need to start walling off, well, we need to start flooring off part of it as well, so okay, how do I change that shape? There we are. Wasn't doing it before. Right. Now we've got some trash on the floor, which might be a problem. So that's going to prevent us placing blocks on those spaces. Keep an eye on where we are. We've got a big drill next to us, so we've got to be careful with that. And we are a little wider than we think we are, so... right, I don't know what we're going to do with the scrap that's on the floor. Okay. Well, that was a bad idea. No damage, I think. Might have damaged a few panels, but I shouldn't do that again. Could probably do it a smaller craft purpose built for this, but can't place one there. Or there. So we've got a hole in the floor there immediately that just bumped into the drill. Got to keep an eye on our fuel as well, which I can't actually see while I'm in building mode, so... we're okay for now. That's a bit of an oversight, actually. You can't see the fuel you're in when you're in building mode. I'm thinking this downstairs area can be for assemblers, well, potentially another refinery, living space. Not that we really need a lot of that, but more cargo. And just general access to downstairs, you know, just in case something happens and we need means to get back in. Like if we fall off, or our ship runs out of fuel. Speaking of which, no, we're still okay. Luckily there's no spiders about right now. Not that they make a lot of difference, but still need to sort out our ammo situation, as in we don't have the magnesium to produce a significant amount. That is still a problem. But we are currently doing what we came to do, and that was produce uranium. But we're going to need a load more refineries to speed that up. Is that all of it? With the obvious exception of the gap that we left? I think that is. Yep, okay, good. Right, so let's just get parked up again. Where did I put that camera? There it is. Too sensitive. Whatever. It does the job. Alright, let's stockpile. Get our fuel back. Just so we don't forget next time. Yeah, that's good. Right. So now we have some kind of a downstairs. We need the means to get to it, so I have to think, where do I want to place our downstairs ladder? Or stairs? It's not downstairs without stairs, I suppose. I could put them... let's see. We've gone all the way to that edge there. That's the wall. If I put stairs... oh, little freeze. Right. How far across did I go? 1, 2, and then it's the wall. So this one, that's the wall, I think. Yeah, so that block are available. Which means I could put stairs here. So if I took that block out... You need 2 blocks for stairs. Okay. Yeah, that works. And that's right up against the edge wall, so we're not using too much space up. Okay. I'm going to need girders, I think, to build stairs. Or is it pipes? Let's have a look, actually. Let's see, where am I going here? I'm a bit all over the place. I feel like I've not played this in ages, but it's only been a week. I don't have any stairs on my bar. Which one's got all of them on? None of them. Okay, we'll go with those. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. So that requires... Oh, construction components. Okay. And we can put like 10 of those in there for now. That'll let me at least build them. Okay, right, so... that one there. Then... this is the important thing about building them against a wall, because when you do that, you gain... oh god. You can place them in next to each other without having to sort of find a way of attaching them to each other, because for some reason on the diagonal you can't attach stairs to stairs. Right, now my worry is when I get down to the ground there, does anything spawn there? Especially when I pull that out. I think we're in the clear. Right, okay, so now that all of this is holding this lot up, we don't need these interior pillars. And all these. Got a lot of painting to do though. Oh Christ, there's a hole. We have to find all of them. Any more holes? Nope, I think we're good. Right, so I think all of this is going to have to be painted a little bit better than what we've got here, so let's see. Let's get my paint gun, I've got plenty of that. What can we go with? I think we go with the plasticky colour. No, maybe rusty? Rusty white. We have to weld it up first though. Okay, so I am going to weld all of this up. That's going to take a while. I don't think it's something I'm going to make you watch, so I will come back to you when that's done. Okay, floor's welded up, not repainted yet. That's the new colour we've been using, that's the old colour. I'm welding in the corner blocks here, because I am thinking we could do windows across the lines in between. Problem is though, to put a window in I've got to take a block out. And that kind of gives these guys potentially a means to get in. Now what we could do is sort of try and hot swap really quickly. Take a block out, put a window in, take a block out, put a window in. It's really risky. Or we don't put windows in on the bottom floor. I'm not entirely sure what to do with that. It'd be nice if the spiders weren't all there. They've all come back. You can see them right here. Yeah, for now, let's just get all... do we want that colour? That's the new colour. I think it looks better than that, whatever that is. Don't know, maybe that looks better. That looks a bit... yeah. Let's go with that. This is a bit more old nuclear facility kind of colour. Can't reach those. Right. Interesting. So now, let's think. Can I put a window in? Let's just see. I'm going to need to get some girders first. You definitely need girders for windows of any type. Let's just put 150 of those back and take 50 girders. 50, 75. How are we doing for materials, by the way? We've used a lot, well, made a lot out of the iron, so... oh, we've still got 100,000 ore left. It's like loads. Okay. I've not welded these stairs up yet. Right, what side are the spiders on? They're there. And they're there, and they're there. And they're on all sides. Okay. As soon as they see a path to me, they're going to go for it. It's just the way it's going to be. Maybe what I do... actually, no, if I can get up, there's a path. Oof, that one's... no. Okay. Stop it. Maybe I have to wait until they go away again for a bit. So annoying. Right. I need to put a window in my bar first anyway, so... right. Window. What kind of window? I think these kinds are best. Ooh, half windows. Let's go with that. I wonder if I could put them like that. I could possibly keep scaffolding behind them. You know, we can kind of see through, but it looks more secure, although it takes up these spaces in front, but you're not going to want to put something in front of a window anyway. Okay, we'll do that. We're not going to do all of them, we're just doing threes. Because the threes gives you enough room to see most of the way down. 2, 3, 4 blocks in between to put things in. This one's going to go all the way across. I'm going to put door in one side of that. That goes straight to the hole. So we do all of this side. And we weld these ones up. I mean, at some point we could potentially take out the blocks on the outside of these eventually and replace them with another window block. Like a full window. But for now this is what we got. Right, okay, so we've got we've got a load of these. 5, 6, 7, 8. Take 8 of those for now. Let's take what we can, put the rest to production. I'm going to keep putting things to production, even though we've got some buffer, because, yeah, why not? That's quite nice, actually. Yeah, don't mind that. Short that. Right, we're just going to keep welding these until we're done.
Energy low.
And we need to get our energy next time we go upstairs. Right, the idea, we can make this whole place airtight eventually. And then we've got somewhere we actually can breathe. We'll have to roof off all this eventually as well. Luckily, we don't seem to get any storms here, like, not lightning type anyway. Right, do I have... Okay, yeah. Use some of these girders we've got. Okay, that covers all of that. And then we just need a load of steel plate for the rest. Let's put the girders we've got back. Right. So yeah, my thoughts, this area could be partly utility, partly initial oxygenated environment, which means we're going to have to put an airlock on the top of that. But it gives us somewhere a bit more safe for the beginning part, well, until we get the roof on the upstairs. I have built it in such a way that you have to kind of go outside to get downstairs. It kind of just is what it is. And we're going to have to be a bit more careful when parking our ship, because we're going to have something here. We could possibly tie these in. Put a doorway on here. Boom. Passageway down to there. Passageway through to a doorway here. Have that whole thing inside. That could work. Potentially. I have to climb a bit to get to those. I'm not welding that one up. That is going to eventually have to be a door. Starting to take shape. I am liking this level 3 welder. Right. Come on, let's just get the last of this bit done. And then we can start climbing for the rest. There's corner pieces in there that aren't welded from the outside, but I think they could add some interest anyway. Right, so I'm going to need a ramp. I'm going to need to continue it all the way across. Some bits that need painting. Let's get some more plate before I do the rest. Dipped off a little bit there. I'm not covering all of the ceiling yet because we're going to have to hack some holes in here to bring piping down at some point. Yeah, I'm quite liking that. The scaffolding outside the windows, it kind of looks very industrial-ish. Certainly a different design anyway.
Energy low.
That looks like the place to bring some piping down. Okay, one more line to do. And then we gotta get some energy. Should probably get some energy first. Okay, might as well get some more of these. Last bit. And then we're gonna have to figure out how to put an airlock door down at the bottom of here at some point. Right. Good. Right, so here we are eventually going to have to pull that out and get some sort of a door in there. I think we start by placing an interior door on. It's not going to be like a proper airlock door, because a proper airlock door would have like a vent on the inside of it. I'm not really going to go down that route. No, probably not. I think we'll just go with that. Place it on there. That didn't... No, take that off. Right. Do we have all the materials for that? To put them to production. We need motors in. Let's put a few hundred motors in. Let's put tubes and all that other stuff on there as well. doorway. Okay. Right. And now I have the means to shut this off if a spider starts coming. But I also need to get another door onto the back of that. So where did I put my doorway? Right. So it goes on there. Ah. That's a bit annoying. I need to put a doorway on there. Specifically that one. That way around's the right way round. This is going to be a bit of a... do I have the materials to place it? Yes, I do. Right. What we're looking like out there. I think we're roughly in the clear right now, so... Right, now I need to get the materials to build the rest of that door. Didn't put it on my build planner. Okay. Sure there's nobody there. Good. Right, perfect. Doorway's in. So now we have the means to get back in. Should we get caught out outside. Let's paint these up. I'll leave that like that. It's quite nice. These need welding up. We could leave that one out. We're definitely going to bring down a pipe from there somewhere. One of these. Okay, so we need to put some scaffolding to get up to the top there a little bit. We can paint that from outside. Right, so we're not bringing anything in from these. That's the conveyor line there. So that's the refinery line. So I think we'll weld over these for now. How tall is this? 1, 2, 3 tall. It's not quite tall enough for a refinery, but it's tall enough for a refinery on its side. With one space for a pipe, so that's okay. Right. It would be tall enough for a refinery, you know, directly up through the ceiling to the refinery below. Above, whatever. So like where that refinery is there, we could cut out 4 spaces here and stick a refinery directly in and touching that. As for airtighting though, that would rely more on the upstairs. Plus it would block that window. I think we take that one out, just weld that up, and we put, don't know if I've got the materials for one of these. Nope. At least to get it started. Okay, let's finish that off. Let's trade out some of that for the interior plates I need. Just take 50 out of there. There we go. Okay, so that's one conveyor in. We've got to do the other side now. Yeah, that one. No. Right. So we're certainly not bringing a pipeline directly under the over the stairs. Over. I'm getting unders and overs mixed up all the time here. Here we go. I think that's a good spot to bring one in. Okay, I need to go get materials for the rest of that. That was easy. What did I just paint? Weird. Okay, so that's that. Right. Aside from the colour of everything, which is all wrong on the outsides, yeah, this green's a bit icky. This is a better colour anyway. I'll have to repaint that in a minute. Right, that looks a little bit more nice. There we go. Oh, missed one. That's the thing about the paint gun, you can do shades just by sort of painting a little less over something. Right, let's get our energy. Okay, so next I need to airlock this because I'd like to be able to get this bit airtight. I also need to get these bits painted up. Let's go... Oh, we've done that. No, we need to do that colour. I have to go upstairs to sample that. No. There we go. I think these should also be... better. Don't think that affects the upstairs in any way that's visible. Nope. It's all good. Right. Okay, airlocking time. We're going to use that colour for this, because this is going to be like a new build. That's going to have to go. We'll have to find another way to control our drill when we need it. I'd rather use windows if I can. I just took the windows off my bar there, so... Well... I've got corners and everything, so... Let's put that there. Right, let's figure out where the doors are going to go first. So, let's see. Is it going to be a full airlock? It should be, really, shouldn't it? So we're going to have to put... That's not how I wanted it to be, though. I need to be able to put a doorway here. So airlock door there. Then airlock door. Like that. Boom. So we can get in, either go down or go through here. That should do that. Right, let's see if I can window the rest of this. I need girders. Too many girders, but we can put it back. Okay. And then we need... something straight, like a half, yeah. And then this side we need to do half, half, half. Wireframing this whole thing is a bit strange, but... Ooh, do we do a curve? It's going to be a nightmare to cover over the top. Unless... panel. Is there a curved panel? There is. Round face. Is there a light armor version? Yes. That's quite nice. And it takes up a bit less space. Okay. Ooh, actually. Should we do that? Then I can put those in there. I think that actually works. And now I need to get on top to put the plates in. Right, so G plate panel panels, not plates. Just do that. Suffer through making this work. Right, so let's find that curved one. That's the one. Nice. Well, I'm glad they actually finally put that in. Don't know how long that's been in, to be honest. Just want the normal one now. There we are. I might as well put that one on there. Okay. Not putting that one on there because I'm gonna actually block these in. We're going to put some windows on some of that, but I can block in the top blocks. I need access to cargo, but we've got it there. I can put another one of these out so we've got easier access. We're going to need a block in there as well. Right. Take you out. So let's get the doors done. Hold up what we can of these. Good. Now we don't have to worry about losing oxygen or anything, so we don't have to vent anything out because we can infinitely extract oxygen from the air. This thing's doing it for us at the moment, but we're going to eventually put a vent on that does that. Because oxygen's low, it's not zero. We'd die if we opened our helmet right now, but... Right. Did I finish these? Yes, okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's one more, but get that after. The curve is nice. I think we counted one block twice. This one, I counted twice. I do overcomplicate things sometimes, but that's because it's fun. So for those of you that are maybe offended by my less direct approach to things, tough. Okay, that's good. And now we need some windows on here, so if I put windows on here, I'll still have access to that actually. That's not bad actually. Window half. So if I place them that way around.
Energy low.
Yeah, energy's low. And we don't lose access from the outside or the inside. So we've got downstairs access. So the downstairs is isolated from the top, the upper floor, which means that we should have the means to get oxygen in from down there without having to do this yet. So we've got a lot of figuring out to do up here because of all of this sort of non-standard construction. We're going to have to plate in on the outsides. It's going to take a while. So the first thing I need to do, and this was the main aim of today, to get downstairs in that has oxygen. So I'm going to have to put a vent on here. So vent. We use one of the news hypes. It's all available on that one. Because we still retain the whole conveyor structure. I don't want to go that way. I want to go that way. Put them to production. Production's nice and quick now, which is great. There we are. Pressurized. Well, pressurizing, which means it's airtight. There we go. So we have an area that I can now open my visor in. For the first time since I've landed on the alien planet. I'm not going to leave my visor open though, because I'm just going to be an idiot and forget to put it back on when I go back upstairs. So I think this is a good point to leave it. Next time what we're going to do is look at building the upstairs a bit more. We're going to have to probably top up on the uranium. We've got to keep that going, and we're going to have to expand on our uranium refinery facilities using the downstairs space. So there's a lot more still to come, and until next week, have a great one, and we'll catch you then. Bye for now.